right, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's cold here in North Carolina. We're going to do something a little bit different today to stay warm. Today, we're going to build a barn door so I can hang it over one of my rooms in the house. It's reclaimed wormy chestnut. We're going to do a Z pattern, and it ought to be pretty interesting. So what we're going to do is cut these boards to length and get them to width as close as we can. And then we're going to use screws. We're going to screw the Z pattern to it, make sure it's nice and square. I've got a barn door closure. We're going to use a barn door style swing on it and go from there. So let's begin, and welcome. Always doing something a little bit different, always. I can't help it, it's just the way it is. I like to do things different. So we're going to add another board to that. Let me reach down in my scrap pile here. Oh yeah. They don't have to be perfect. We want it to be old-timey, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to utilize what we've got so we don't waste nothing. And I believe that board is going to work. So let me go in. I'll pause you for a minute. I'll take some measurements and I'll come back. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 76 inches high will work. So I squared these up, cut the bottom off, and now we're gonna get a measurement on the bottom of the Z, which will be 39. We'll find us a scrap piece of chestnut here. We'll make a good candidate for the 39. Right there it is. So we'll lay that up here. We'll square it off. Forgive the road noise this morning. We'll square this bad boy off right here. Make sure we don't have any imperfections in it. Square it off like that. We'll pull 39. Get us a mark. Like so. We'll flip her over. Cut her off. Then we'll lay her down here. Get her nice and even. And we'll put some screws in it. I'm using number 8s by 2 inch. Let me see if that ain't gonna be too long. We'll take the screw here and check it. That's gonna be just about right there. Oh, be right back. Forgot my bit. It's always something, ain't there? All right, got my tip. This is what I did. Hold these boards tight, excuse me. Got my 39. Hold them tight. I put a screw in each end board. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add a second screw, and I'll tell you why. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that side tight to get the same width on this door. All right, we got our screws in there. It can't move no more. So we'll go to the other end and we'll pull a measurement and check to see how far we're off. All right, let's see if it'll come together any. Oh yeah, all right. It'll pull together and get right at 39. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut us another board, 39-inch board, and that one will work. We'll bring it up here. We'll square it off, and this time we're not going to lay a mark on there. We're just going to stick our speed square up there, take the skill saw, run the skill saw down it, just like so. A little bit quicker to pull and measure. Now we'll pull 39 on this one. We'll mark it right there. We'll squirt. And cut her off. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to take this 39-inch board that we cut for the top of the Z, and we're going to put a screw in it. And I'll tell you why. We're going to take, this is temporary, we're going to come back down from our 76, our height of the door. We just want to set that like that right there. And we're going to put another screw in this end. What this is going to do is pull this door square. Put it right there. And we'll pull that even. Let's check it. Yeah, we're not quite there, but that'll be close enough. We're within a 1/16, so we'll be good there. Now I'll pull 76, cut the door off. We'll hook over. We'll come up here and mark 76. Just like so. We'll hang our T-square over it. And we'll mark it. Just like that. Take a skill saw. Check underneath, make sure there ain't nothing there. Now I might want to pull that thing up just a little bit. Well, what did I do? Screw it into the door. A little bit. That's all right. We can cut it just like it is. Awesome. Now, we can take this board loose. and move it up to the top where it goes. Make sure it's square. Sink this one down, like so. Come up here. I could get me a pipe clamp, so let me pause you for a second. I'll go get me a clamp. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. Got to looking. Couldn't find my pipe clamps. I guess they're still disassembled and put in somewhere else that I can't find yet. So, here's a little trick from the burly man. I'm sure some of you old timers know this. Take a rope, wrap around the whole piece. Tie it off. Then get you a stick or a handle of some kind. Go on the top of your piece, put that rope in that, or that handle in that rope, and twist it. What that'll allow you to do is pull that piece up nice and snug. Then you can just stand there and line it up where you want it. Take your drill and run a screw in. Awesome. We'll take us another screw and we'll make sure we got her good. A little more pressure. Just like so. Now we can release it. Back it all the way off. I had to twist it pretty good. Take your rope off. And there you go. Just like that. I'll hang that right there. Now, make sure that we're square. We'll pull a diagonal from corner to corner. 5. Come to the other one. Move our skill saw there. And there. 5. We're square. 85 on both corners. Awesome. So now we'll come in here and we'll put some screws along the bottom and along the top. We'll finish our Z with a angled board and we'll put the hardware on it. So, I'm not going to bore you with me standing here putting all these screws in here, so I'm going to cut you off and I'll bring you right back. Okay, we got both ends screwed down. Got the table lifted up a little bit. Some of the screws I use are a little long, so when I get done, I'll flip it over and I'll take a side grinder and buzz them off. And I'll tell you why. On this particular door, being on a sliding door, it hangs against the wall. Barn doors do. And once that door shuts, there's no way, unless you're locked in the room, that you're ever going to see the other side, because it's always against the wall. So, I get the nails or the screws buzzed off on the other side. It doesn't matter as long as they hold and do their job. So I've got a board up here that goes diagonal from corner to corner. All I'm going to do is mark that board here on this side and down here to get that angle. And do the same down here. Right there. And right there, And we'll take our speed square, lay our speed square up there. We'll mark it on both ends. Like so. And we'll cut it. This really doesn't take that long to do. I'll edit the video, cut out a few things, but for the most part, 40-45 minutes tops. There's one. Swing it around here. I'm left-handed, y'all. There's two. Now we'll lay her in here and see if she fits. Like a glove. And there you have it. Get off of it. Z-style door. Fits pretty good too. Well, let me stop y'all. I'll get it screwed down and I'll stand it up over there and we'll take a look at it together. Awesome. All right, let me show y'all what I'm doing. Flipped it over, grinding the heads off of these screws that came through. And they're gone, both ends. Now that I've looked at it, I've decided that I'm going to add another board on the front. I don't like the way some of these older boards is warped a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, instead of making a Z door, I'm going to make an X door. So we'll flip it back over and I'll add a couple boards to it. And I'll bring you all back. All right. Okay, what I did is I run out a lumber that was in good enough shape to do the whole piece. So what I did is I found two boards, similar width, and I laid one board up and I marked this side of my Z on both ends for the angle. And I took this board and I did the same thing to the lower side and marked the angle for it. So what I'll do is I'll cut them and screw them in, and we'll be good to put the hardware on. So let's get the cut. We'll grab our speed square. We'll find our angle. act together here, we will. There's that one. And right there's the other one. You know what, I better check that just to make sure. I know I've got them. So we'll lay that out of the way. Lay that up there. Move that over there. Okay. Come in and find it again. Right there. Now we got it. Now we got it. This isn't that difficult, y'all. You just take your time. Measure twice and cut once. That's all you got to do. Oh, let's get to cutting this one. Here's one of them. All right. It'll work out just fine. I'll lay that to the side and we'll cut the other. There's my ankles right there. Get our speed square here. Find our angle lines. Mark them. And cut them off. Just like so. Let's see how we did. I believe we're going to be all right. It'll help if I flipped it over right. I'll get it right here in a minute. There we go. There we go. Now you just look down your door. Make sure everything lines up. And it does. Right there it is. All right, I'll screw it all down and we'll take a good look at it. Well, there it is, my friends. When you don't have a lot of money and you're in need of a door for a tight space and a hinge door just won't work, try a barn door. It's inexpensive. The only thing I had to buy was the screws. About $15 worth of screws. The lumber I picked up, I've had for a long time. Can't even remember where I got it. So everybody, please have a good day. I hope this helps you. Thank you. Goodbye.